Hi, it's Elise here at Bowman Library in our children's room with a whole new middle grade book spotlight. So for this week, if you can believe it or not, you know how there are awards for everything? Well, there are even awards for books, and we are in award season, which is one of the most exciting times of year for at least librarians and people who love books. So we're going to take a look at some of the books that have won some very different awards. So let's get started. Our first one is Black Potatoes by Susan Campbell Bartoletti, and she's amazing at nonfiction. We have so many authors that are so good at nonfiction. She's good at nonfiction. So this book won what's called the Seabird Award, which is it's just the award given to the book that's for the best nonfiction book for the year. So you're getting an amazing nonfiction book. This book tells the beginning, middle, and end of one of the worst hunger crises in world history. Known as the Great Irish Famine, the people of Ireland between 1845 and 1850 were plagued with a fungus that literally destroyed all of their crops, especially the potatoes that they depended upon every single day. Filled with photos, first-hand accounts, from interviews to primary sources such as newspapers from the 1840s, you will learn how this happened as well as what people did to survive and recover. An amazing work of nonfiction about one of the worst times in world history. You will learn everything you possibly can about this event, even if you didn't even know it existed. So this is Black Potatoes. This is Dead End in Norfolk by Jack Gantos. So this book won the Newbery Award. The Newbery Award is given to the best chapter book that was written in the whole year. So this was literally the best middle grade book for the year it won. It's the 1960s in the small town of Norfolk, Pennsylvania, and at the beginning of the summer, Jack finds himself grounded and under house arrest because he accidentally shoots his father's Japanese war relic rifle off in the backyard. The only thing he is allowed to do is to help his elderly neighbor named Miss Volker, who writes the obituaries for the town newspaper, as well as she's the town coroner. So when someone dies, she tries to figure out what happened to them. But things start to get weird during the summer when many of the elderly women living in this town soon start dropping dead. Literally, they just drop dead. And when Miss Volker is accused of poisoning them, it is up to Jack to clear her name. This crazy, hysterical mystery, which is loosely based off the author Jack Gantos' life, will bring you on an amazing, bonkers journey. There is a sequel to this book, which you will want to read as soon as you are done with this one. This is Dead End in Norfolk. Another Newbery Award winner and one of my favorites. This is A View from Saturday by E.L. Konigsberg. So the Epiphany School Academic Bowl team has reached the state finals. But each of the 4 students on the team, as well as their teacher, they have their own stories. As the team beats the odds, like they were not planning to win anything, let alone make it to the state finals. There are flashbacks giving insights into the backgrounds, struggles, and circumstances of each individual, while showing how actually their lives overlap and link together. This realistic middle school story will have you not only cheering for this team, but you will also come to love and appreciate each player and their teacher for who they are as individuals. And you will realize, just like everything else, life can be complicated. This is A View from Saturday. Wonderstruck by Brian Selznick. So this is a Schneider Award winner. The Schneider Award is given to the book that has the best impiction, display, character that is dealing with a disability. So we start this story with Ben, living in 1977 in Minnesota, where he is now just recently orphaned. His mother died, and he has no idea where his father is. Things then get even worse for Ben when he is involved in a lightning strike, which leaves him deaf. He decides he's going to run away and he's going to go find his father. At the same time, though, all the way back in 1927, 50 years before Ben, we meet Rose, who is living in New Jersey. She's also deaf, and she's a very overbearing father. She decides she's done with it, and she wants to run away, and she wants to go find her mother. These two individuals end up in their stories at the same exact place, the American Museum of Natural History in New York City. And I really don't want to say anything else, because if I say more, it's going to ruin it. This is told through two parallel stories, and it is a little confusing at first, but it does pay off in the end, filled with the same amazing illustrations that like Brian Selznick did in Hugo Cabret. This is told through words and pictures. This is Wonderstruck. Lucky Broken Girl by Ruth Behar. So this is a Belpré Award winner. The Belpré Award is given to the book written by a Latino or Latina author that has the best depiction of Latino culture. So, based on the author's childhood, you are transported back in time to the 1960s. There you meet Ruthie, a Cuban immigrant who recently just came to the United States. Just as she starts to adjust, though, her family is in a horrific car accident, which leaves Ruthie in a full body cast for literally a whole year. It is in this year that she experiences every emotion possible. She's stuck in a room, basically, but then she also starts to learn more about herself than she ever did before. She starts to make friends. She learns more than she ever could from her tutor, and when it's time to enter the world again, she is more than ready. This heartwarming book will have you cheering for Ruthie along her whole journey. This is Lucky Broken Girl. And our last one is New Kid by Jerry Craft. So it is a Newbery, but it's also a King Award winner. So Jordan is an African-American 7th grader who lives in Washington Heights in the Bronx. He is starting a new school. Not just any school, though. He is going to the prestigious Riverdale Academy Day School, which is in a completely different neighborhood. When he gets there the first day, he realizes that not only is it in a completely different neighborhood, it is completely different from his old school, especially that he is one of the few students of color. As Jordan makes his way in this new world, you will be right there with him as he makes new friends and he adjusts. But also for the time he experiences racism, whether intentional or not. And it will make you not only examine yourself, but it also puts yourself in another person's shoes. This amazing graphic novel, which is the first to win the Newbery, is truly special. There is a sequel to this book, which you will want to read as soon as you are done with this one, so make sure you check that one out when you check out New Kid. So, these are just 6 of the award winners that we have here, but I promise you, we have a ton more. What I mean like a ton more, like the Newbery Award, which is the best chapter book like we talked about, started all the way back in 1922. So when I say we have a ton of award winners, we have a ton of award winners. So we literally have an award winner for everyone. So do not hesitate to come on down. We will help you find that perfect one you are looking for. I hope you tune back next week when we have a whole new middle grade book spotlight with a different theme, and have a great week.